quiet. He's like, I'm gonna get banned. Stop, dude.
That's hilarious.
I'm still trying to figure out why. He's showing his asshole. It's like the stream. Did they fucking donate the stream to him?
Put your ass away! Put your goddamn ass away!
That's annoying.
It's fuck.
And I don't know what these fucks are off of, dude. They went to someone's house.
Can't believe we missed that fight. That was just like building all day. Or well, for the last 2 days.
This is they started drinking.
Yeah, they were all like, this is their, for some of them a third day bender, but most of them it was they're on day 2 drinking, just up all night, solid, just drinking.
Yeah, what was it again? It started with that one dude who's gonna go fight the other dude because he's saying he owned the Hollywood Bowl.
I don't know. Yeah, the one dude ran off.
You don't know the Hollywood. I own the Hollywood Bully Ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
So
That sounds like a fun fight waiting to happen.
basically is what it was. But the one guy was down to fight him for a while, and it was so funny because he's like, no, I'm gonna need a Benji out of it. And they're like, all right, we'll get you a Benji. He's like, well, no, I'm not a whole Benji, like 50 for me, 50 for him. It's like the poor. That's Aladdin though. He likes to play the fucking poverty fucking game in California. But it works out in California. Fucking mad benefits for being single man. Be disabled. Kids. Nice as fuck up there.
Your late generations.
How many people are watching this stream?
Anonymous is $1 in real operation hours.
How much money do you still think they make? 50 views, 50 consistent views.
Depends what you're getting.
I guess that's fair. How much people want to
If
fucking.
he's taking fence sales, a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it also costs you fence sales. Usually does fucking Xanax sales for like $10, so only does Xanax for like $10.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do it, might as well fucking have to pay people.
I guess that's true too. Like, oops, another one. I guess.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, it depends what you're. But if he's not doing any of that, like for instance today, we went to Walmart. I didn't even watch the stream.
He said so.
Yeah, I just saw what he said in like this community thing. And he said he's going to Walmart with his dad to pick up steaks, and he's gonna go back with his dad, smoke them and shit. And I guarantee we don't want to do that one, just because.
Who wants to watch that?
Yeah, and like the people he's catering to right now are I'm not into that. They want to see him do drugs and degenerate that shit.
That's fair.
So I don't know. Yeah.
I guess that's the other question. What other fucking streaming communities are out there?
A ton. I can't even like fathom how many probably there are. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's just so many. Because like each streamer like on Twitch, has their own fucking community.
I guess that's true.
Like I don't know. Especially a big streamer,
So that's what I need to do. I need to find somebody else in this live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Start trying to like piggyback off them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Just show up in their live stream some days. What's that called? Stream snipe.
And now you understand why Chicken Andy's hanging out with Andy
See, that's still too.
No.
There's a line here, guys. I guess no, there's not. But shouldn't we put some sort of a line out there for ourselves that hey, it's not my buddy, but my coworker was. Again, I think he just wants
asleep next to Andy.
I think he just wants to fall asleep next to Andy Dick, and that's
He
fine.
did, yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. Good luck, Chicken. Good luck.
And he's gonna make a lot of money doing it.
Oh yeah, no, Chicken's got a fucking shit-eating grin the entire time he's with him. It's so funny.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I can
Chicken,
only imagine. That dude was,
Chicken grew up. Chicken was like 17 when he started in this whole community.
really?
And then he became a streamer. So, dude, he knows everything about the ins and outs, and he knows how to make money and be degenerate, and fake content, all that shit. He's really good at it, honestly. But I don't know. He has no shame.
Stealing your lighter. We are live right now. I want you to know that. Full disclosure.
Oh god. Did he just smoke some of the butts off my the course?
That's what he's
That's what I'm going to
doing.
look for. Is
Probably get lucky, dude. Yeah.
I should have just given a body pack, but.
Did you made your shirt say production too?
Yeah. They're all the same shirt.
You should have said had fucking president, CEO, fucking OG boss man.
The next shirt, I was trying to think about this. Next shirt I should get is like an actual like nice polo and get like the ochre stitched in right here, you know, just make it look like kind of nice and official. So then you can go places and be like, dude, I've got my badge, like I'm working.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Exactly.
Especially because my name is Paxton Becker, so it'd be easy to be like, you want me to call my boss? All right, let me call Ernie, and then I call Zane. I'm like, can you talk to this guy? He won't let me in. I know, you told me to come. I know you sent it the paperwork, but he won't let me in. Will you talk?
Yeah.
And then
Zane just goes and fucking starts bitching at the guy, saying like, you know, I know fucking Rob, and fucking he's gonna fucking tear right into
You're
your-
fucking done. You're done. Do you hear me? Never again in this town.
Provide us
Never get
content.
this town.
What?
Provide us content. We want to watch you look for that cigarette.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, entertain us.
Should I pull my ass out there?
Yeah.
Maybe do a fence sale.
A fence sale? There's not even light out here.
Yeah.
Is it? There's a light bulb. Yeah. Well. Honestly? That's a little gross. Oh God. I know there's more. I hate black people. I don't know about you guys. I just can't stand them. It's like every time I see one out in public, I want to fucking kill it. Does your neighbor still do a lot of math? I bet we could get some good content over there. Yeah. What?
Like, yeah, probably 30 seconds. I recorded you.
Yeah?
Algorithm's on your ass now.
Good.
No.
Did you hear what I said?
Oh yeah, we heard.
We heard a hard R.
I clipped it.
There was no hard R.
You said
Hey, it's
nigga.
hate speech though.
Yeah. You're
Say
white.
you wanted to get black.
Yeah, you're white.
Whoa. I didn't say that. Can't prove that. Aw. What, you think there's a video somewhere?
Not anymore.
Yeah, I understand why Chicken deletes all of his live streams now. That's the other thing that's smart. Just get rid of it.
Yo. He's done some questionable things too, like ate that old lady out in Miami. That shit was so funny.
How old of a lady?
There's this old lady fucking cracked out a homeless chick and he was all fucked up, coked out. Around in the alley, fucking eating her out, dude. And one of the other streamers like snuck around the corner, just peeked his phone around the corner, but there's just this perfect still image of the chicken just getting in there, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. Shit's too
NE2.
I meant to type me too.
Oh.
These guys are trimming too?
That you love black people?
No, I hate him.
Oh.
I was talking about that chat didn't pop up at all, huh?
No. Especially with this, I don't think it's going to.
But there's a weird way you have to add it.
I still feel like, I don't know, everything that have read about Prism and YouTube and mobile, like I should be able to just log in and fucking,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do the stream. That's the whole point. And even YouTube said that. Like it said, you can still use a webcam or a streaming platform. So like as long as I have the platform, I should be good. I do think I fucked up that setting somewhere, and I don't know how to
You
fix
did
it.
have a lot of stream keys on there, but I don't know if that maybe had something to do with it.
I wonder what the different ones do. Like, are they different?
Oh, I got rid of them all.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm actually kind of glad you
Because
did.
I thought that was what I was going to try next, just get rid of them all, because now I'd be streaming to a different stream key with a different input.
Yeah, any of me?
So yeah, this says
screen right there. So this is good.
Yeah. Card is yeah. I watched that shit. I watched it.
Gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit the fuck back down. Yeah, Hollywood. I was like that now. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. Removal requests. I wonder how often that happens.
No. It was like, he's literally playing some fucking WWE.
He was.
Holy shit, JJ.
That had to have hurt though. Right on the back.
Dude, you take that one girl on the side too.
I know, right? I don't see any good pictures yet.
Shit, that's stupid. Should I just constantly have
Yes.
who's this bitch?
And then just put in parentheses the Metro looking one.
The Metro. How is it? How? That doesn't make sense. This playlist can help viewers discover your content faster. But you would have to have like a bunch of videos on a playlist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
So, you said you actually had cards for your website?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty basic, but yeah. It just says Ernie Ochre, ErnieOchre@gmail.com, and then Ochre.com. Just something. Yeah, it was a little. I didn't put that much time and effort into them, and they're really basic. I was kind of disappointed in myself. I was like, damn. Especially for trying to be like artsy. I was like, it's not the worst, but it's not the best.
gonna go the old American Psycho. You ever watch American Psycho?
I have. Is that the color of his business card?
Yeah,
I don't remember
that whole
that.
scene about where he's sitting there and fucking CEO just killing him because these business cards. And it's just fucking, because he's like, you know, fucking total narcissist, you know? And it's just like, he considers the other guy his business card good, and so he's just like, and then, I don't know, doesn't he go through a whole, like, imagination scene of, like, him beating the fuck out of him?
I was gonna say that was
And
starting to
he's-
bring a bell.
Yeah, and then he snaps back out of it, and he's like, nah, just like, you know, back to the real world. I think it's a trip, like,
Maybe. I've only seen it a couple times. It's been a
it's
while.
like, well, the question that kind of always is, like, you know, did the ending actually happen or not? Or was he just tripping the fuck out? Over some fucking narcissistic shit. Show us your dick. They're watching Captain stream.
I noticed that.
That's so funny. This whole group had this realization that Captain doesn't do anything but sit there and play guitar in his fucking RV and then uses them for donation bait.
Really?
I was like, find me.
That's hilarious. I was really about to ask it. I was like, weren't all these people on Captain's RV?
Yeah. But no, it's just because they have somewhere else to go. Because
Yeah.
usually they have nowhere else to go but there. So,
So where are they now? Like who?
I
Is it somebody's house? Or?
yeah, I don't know where they're at.
I love that it still says RV.
I've
They're
never
just
seen
like,
this place.
well, we're the RV, but
That-
just no captain.
That motherfucker got an $1,800 brand new Taylor acoustic guitar with the fucking leather stamped case, and it was all fucking, on the inside it was red shack, is what it was.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it was, I was like, what the fuck? But, I don't know, Captain does it right out of everyone, like, dude, he streams his, pretty much his whole life, like, and then he makes it his home, too, so he makes good money doing it.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah. And then you invite these degenerates on there. And like, that's just easy money, you know?
That's fucking
Except for
hilarious.
he gets his entire fucking home destroyed, basically.
Yeah. I mean, but good thing
There's
it's
a
just an
small
RV,
house.
you know?
Yeah.
Like when you're dead, you can just toss it to the side of the road. You're not gonna have to try to like sell it and fix it.
Yeah.
You still could.
I mean, you could, yeah, it'd probably be worth it, but like, if it gets completely fucked, you didn't just fuck yourself out of a $250,000 house.
Dude, you should have sold this one guy. Okay, so this whole community wanted an RV for a while just to get some more content going. And then there's this guy that popped up randomly on the forum talking about, hey, I have this fucking RV for IB2 or whatever, you know. Like one of the streamers just has to come and fucking buy it from me and I'll give him like a really, really good deal on it. So, and this guy, you know, time went on and then, you know, everyone of course was calling him fake and all this other bullshit. He kind of just disappeared, so everyone just figured he was fake.
Yeah.
But randomly, he fucking rolls up a couple days ago on Andy Dick and Chicken Andy and shit in the fucking RV.
No way.
Yeah, even the art has the same pictures that he's posting on the fucking forum and everything. He shows up. But dude, this guy is fucking spinning, dude. Like, I don't know. I think personally he was on the fucking the meth and the coke combo.
Really?
Because he was zoom, dude. And fucking Chicken Andy was in there, but he started pulling off. And he's all talking to Casey like, oh, I'll give you this RV for like $4,000, which that RV is hell.
$4,000 for any RV.
Yeah,
I do.
And he's like, we can even drive it to Vegas right now. Like this motherfucker drives like it's perfect, like you know. And so like time went on and Chicken Andy rolled up in this car, and the dude fucking flips out and gets super paranoid. He thinks Chicken's like part of like this Discord server that's like after him and shit. And he fucking takes off and he like fucking takes off down the road and isn't like saying anything for a while. And the one guy in there is like, dude, like, can you let me out? Like, dude, I don't want to be in here anymore. And he's just like not saying anything. And like, everyone's like, what's going on? And then like, he's like, dude, I don't want fucking Discord people fucking following me around and doxing my plates. He's just a fucking paranoid fucking episode, dude. And then he goes to this dead end and just drops off Casey and fucking Andy Dick and fucking Chicken picks him up. And then like that was it. But he just fucking had this fucking episode, dude. It was
Damn.
It got real quick. And I was like, is this one of those crazy fucking fans, dude?
He's just taking off like.
Yeah, dude.
Just
Like,
kidnapped them.
yeah, dude. Like,
Now you're on my arm.
Literally.
Yeah.
dude, that's the agenda I think he was trying to push.
Yeah.
Was he was trying to be the new RV guy and basically scoop up Casey and Andy Dick and fuck off Chicken. And that's the vibe I was getting.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
And that
Insane.
rig, use that. You see that big long dabber?
Yes.
Use that to move those marbles around in there. Kind of get stuck.
Oh, I see.
And then use either that, and then use that dabber, or use the one that's on top of that dabber.
here?
Yeah, on the very top. That was the best. Yeah.
Just have like a button that you can press.
That'd be sick. That would be. I don't know. I love it. I don't know. So fucking- Like, I've always loved bongs and shit, but like for hash loading, I don't know. For hash loading, I don't like water filtration right now.
Really?
Yeah, I think you lose a lot of flavor. I don't know, when you're hitting that compared to when you're hitting like a straight like a fucking electric collector.
Interesting.
Or like a pipe. You ever smoke weed out of a pipe compared like and then smoke it out of a bong? You lose so much flavor. Dude.
I do like. I enjoy smoking out of a pipe.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just don't like pipes. But I always prefer like just a single bubbler.
Yeah, I like
That's
the
not bad.
bubblers too. The pipes are really only good if they're fucking clean.
Yeah.
Because then they get hard, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, a single bubbly, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to fucking rip a pipe too. Like
Yeah.
you can get a fucking. I mean, bongs are easy to rip, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely like water
I could
filtration
never
for
fucking
bongs.
rip a whole gram and one head off the pipe, but I have that on my bong.
That's true.
I definitely.
I have puked from that bong too, so.
That's. Yeah, I've smoked some bongs. I haven't smoked out of a. I think Brian still has that song somewhere. A song
It's at
somewhere.
my house.
Is it?
Big ass one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my old one.
Is it?
That thing made me puke a lot. I
I was-
puked into it.
I was gonna say that's one I remember. Yeah. I don't remember you puking into it, but I remember that.
That was a good thing. I remember you breaking that out again. And it was like,
What those are weird.
because it was so much smaller than I remember.
I know. I
Dude,
always
yeah.
remember that.
But I don't know. I guess I'm just a seasoned stoner now, and I've just seen some big fucking bongs.
Yeah.
Where are those pipes at? I don't know. I found these pipes, but
They're-
they're ounce bowls.
Oh god, Reese's probably.
I think you're right. I have a picture somewhere. I think you're actually right. It's
An
freaking-
ounce bowl on a pipe.
Yeah, it was like this. And it was like this big.
Jesus Christ. I've seen some of those like the big bakes they do and shit, but like
Or all the high one of
that'd be
those.
insane.
Fucking.
I bet that thing gross after it.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking trying to stomach it.
Oh, that's
There's so much fucking resin and shit.
Well, like especially like once you.
never really get a good hit off of it either.
Oh yeah, I bet not. Man.
Most of the time it's just empty airflow until it's fucking roasted as hell, and then it's gnarly.
I've always wanted to smoke one of those crazy joints people roll, like have you seen the artistic joints people roll? You know, I've always wanted to see if those like actually smoke worth the shit. Like, is that what is part of the pride being able to roll that much? That it also smokes really good.
You'd think, like, I don't know. You think there'd be some extra pride with that for sure. Of like,
Yeah.
this is the gold standard.
Yeah.
Better
It's like,
than
I don't know, like, you know, at least with the heavy bonds and shit that are more like artsy, like, you know, if you go to like illusion glass and shit like that, like those are all like, what makes them like better is because they are like really nice bonds that actually like, you know, are actually efficient work, you know. It's not just
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you just kind of have to. If it doesn't,
yeah, then it's not a bond.
yeah. Then, and the same thing with the joint though too. You know, like if it doesn't smoke,
Yeah.
what are you really doing?
Yeah.
Just making a
Well,
sculpture out of weed and paper. I think the coup de grace would be trying to find some way to like artistically string together enough buds to like, because I was trying to think of like, you know, having like a bush and being able to like sculpt something out of the weed, you know, and then like somehow smoke that, like even, you know, put it in like a big fucking incinerator or something. But I feel like that would be a cool artistic way of like, if you could get buds together and then like still shave them down
Yeah,
into
kinda
some
like,
sort of sculpture.
Kind of like Burning Man, but it's all made out of weed.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you close yourself inside of it. And
Yeah, just a fucking hot box. That'd be so sick though.
oh, would you?
Because I've seen a video of that. There was one that was rosin. Jaime was showing it to me, and it was just, I don't know. They had all this rosin, put it on this plate, obviously pressed it, and then.
Was it like in a sauna?
No, this one was in like a garage. There was another one though that was like, I don't know. They didn't show much around, but it was like a big oven. It kind of looked like, and they were just shoving weed in there, and it was just like filling the room with smoke.
Really?
And it didn't look like it was made for weed. It looked like they were like, you know, just fucking around. But
Yeah. No, the video I saw was like these guys are like literally in a sauna and they were using like the thing that heats up like the coals or whatever. It was like a hot plate thing, and they were just burning shatter on it, filling up the whole room with it.
that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. I was like, fucking A. I remember going to fucking, what's that mall called in Denver? Cherry Creek Mall?
Cherry Creek, yeah. Foothills, Flatiron. I think it's Cherry Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Flatiron is closer to Boulder.
Oh, is it?
It's like
Okay.
Westminster, Broomfield.
Broomfield. It's right outside of Broomfield.
Is it?
Yeah, but that mall, I remember fucking being at that one dude's house that had this little mini dispensary set up, and I was like, this is rad.
Yeah,
Okay, dude. Hooked this up.
that fucking trailer house.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, nice little dispensary, so that was funny.
I mean, that's funny to think back on. It was just a little dispensary. Like, what do you want?
He had it all organized. It was so
Edibles,
nice, dude.
fucking, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was just, like, I mean, like, I don't know. Now that I think back, I kind of think he was growing it too. Did you know the guy better?
Yeah, I mean,
Was he growing in that trailer?
I'm pretty sure I didn't know him that well.
Wow.
But
Because, dude, it smelled like pot, like, fucking 15 feet away from the trailer, and that, like, it doesn't smell like that when you got everything jarred up. Like, that's some
Yeah.
growing shit, you know?
yeah, and like it would make a lot of sense because like
Unless he was just
I never
smoking.
went to that other fucking part of the house.
He could have just been chiefing that mark, but I can't remember if
Yeah,
it
he
was
didn't even really
growing.
smoke all that much.
No.
But like, yeah, not the amount that you would need to smoke to fucking sneak a full or anything like that.
Or the block, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I felt like, I can't remember specifically, but with how pungent it was, it had to have been growing weed. But
Yeah.
he was selling shit, like, I just remember he had a neck card.
Yeah,
And
and
he was-
that's
he
the
was
other
just
thing. He
selling.
also had like Incredibles and shit.
Yeah, he was
So-
like, we bought a bunch of fucking expensive shit from him.
Yeah, he also had
Mhm.
Chiba shoes too.
Yeah.
In what?
In your car, in your Monte Carlo. Oh, you hot box that joint. It was in
On
that
the way to
mall.
Phillips or what?
No, it was like at Cherry Creek Mall, like in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was flat
That
out.
was so bad.
That was
I-
totally where we were.
Yeah, I just remember that was the worst hot box I'd ever pitted. I actually could not breathe.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I just remember it was so hard to actually breathe.
I don't actually remember the hot box not gonna lie, but I remember us going to that mall.
We had I remember specifically we had like a caviar joint.
Oh yeah. Okay, that now.
And it was just fucking, you know, the hash was just smoking off the end of it, just the whole car just like fucked.
God damn
The worst hot box I ever had was like 3 people, one each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't see like your hand in front of your face.
it. One of the worst ones I was in was fucking Jose Gamelik's car, and I felt like
his little one.
yeah, his old fucking Eclipse, and he fucking turned on the fucking bass. Like
Jeez.
I started playing music. He'd been playing music the whole time, I suppose, but the bass was just like moving the smoke. I was like, "Fucking Christ, dude! Like, it is thick in here. Like, this shit is vibrating."
I don't know. I honestly like I love weed. I definitely love the high of weed and shit, but I'm so thankful for hash though. Just surely because of the smell and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I just wouldn't have been able to then, like, you know, smoking at my job right behind Jamie if it wasn't fucking hash.
Well, and
Literally
fucking
smoking.
smoking weed is
Yeah.
so. I don't know, it's like it's dirty, like you know,
I've
like the
never
resin,
done
the
that
crumbs that
before.
fall everywhere. Like there's just a lot more associated with it. Than, like
We should
the
try it.
ash, you have to do something with that.
Oh yeah. Depending like how it's like grown and shit, like, you know, there's like little bolts and bits of like mold and shit on weed that you never even see, you know.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, like, oh yeah. Like, you know, I've seen fucking dispensary pot with fucking powder mildew all over it, dude. But it's better than fucking some really harsh pesticides, though. Honestly, smoke a little bit of
There should be dead by the time it gets in your lungs. You know, you should take care of it.
yeah.
Yeah, but what else are you taking in with it? Like what's toxins is that producing as you smoke weed?
Nah, I just imagine it's like tobacco, you know, it's just so harsh, or like tarry, like fuck.
Yeah, tobacco's gnarly.
Is tobacco grown? It's all grown outside, isn't it?
I think so.
So that's probably the gnar. They probably wash it off like a little bit, like hose it down with some water and process it.
Because it's mostly grown in like, I don't know, Turkey and like Saudi Arabia, Cuba, obviously, like warm places too. You know. I don't know. I bet you could probably do it in a hot house, but you'd have to keep it pretty fucking.
Yeah, no, the indoor weed's like pretty fucking good, like just because you can seal everything up. But there's just so much outdoor weed, and that's where you get like all that like fuck, you be smoking like dust, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it? Would it be uncommon to like rinse your weed? It adds the potential of mildew and mold a little bit if we don't take care of it.
Yeah. Well, they usually what happens is they just end up using pesticides up to a certain point of flower. I mean, like it is what it is, you know. It's like, but
I mean, even when it comes to fucking
yeah.
vegetables and shit, like at some point, I'd rather you kill the bugs so that way you get a good product versus.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, we didn't use pesticides for a couple of years trying to not. And you don't get anything, man. And they look like shit, and the plants don't grow right because they're not growing, you know.
Chemicals rule, dude. They really do.
Yeah.
But
So
we're
they're literally designed for one purpose.
Right.
You use organics for prevention, and you use chemicals when you actually have a problem.
Yeah.
But
We even tried to do the whole ladybug thing in the hot house. There's so many ladybugs in there.
That's kind of cool.
yeah.
But we were also really bad at keeping the weeds down, so I mean that just draws in twice the amount of bugs. They can, you know.
Yeah, no, they do wash outdoor weed down, like off. But what you have to be careful about it is if you use too hot of water, you melt your fucking trikes and you melt off terpenes. And then if you use too cold of water, you'll actually extract trichomes. But yeah, fucking, they do fucking do a wash on it. But usually they just use, from what I've read anyways, for outdoor growing, they just use pesticides basically up to this, like 2 weeks before they harvest, and then after that, whatever it is what it is, you know, and they just go for it.
Huh.
So, but I don't know, like, none of it's really like too bad for you. Like, it's some of the shit that they, like, you know,
The
they get on
pesticides.
weed, it's really not that bad for you. Like, there's this one back when weed was, you know, first legalized. This shit is the Eagle 20.
Eagle 20?
Eagle 20 of the heavy pesticides and all the dispensaries were using it. And like people were getting fucking like lung issues and shit with it. And it was like something in that Eagle 20 was like causing like lung cancer. Like, yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy because we did like a, I don't know, massive sweep with Eagle 20, and then in any dispensaries, if you had that shit in there, you had to throw it in the drop. Yeah. It was,
Damn.
I was like in the beginnings of everything.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. It's a mix of neem oil and a specific bacteria for pest management prevention, you know. But I really fucking like it because like it even takes care of mold. But it's actually
Mold.
Yeah, it's actually well, I have mildew problems, not mold problems. But it's actually all organic, and it's just bacteria that fights the, you know, the pathogens and different shit. That's all it is. But fucking hey, it's the best shit I've ever fucking bought. It's a little expensive, but I've tried a lot of different prevention methods, and this one's like the best.
Like, easily kill your crop.
Oh, neat.
But no, like, getting fucking problems with fucking like any of that shit like bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Easily just wipe out the whole fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. And all what I like about this one is it's a bacteria, so it's a specifically designed bacteria that, like, I don't know, they're just doing some crazy shit with chemistry to where they're making their own, like, soil bacteria that do certain things. So, like, this company, for instance, they have a product called Mammoth. It's this bacteria that they developed that, you know, will eat the organics, but what it shits out is actually higher in phosphorus than normal, like, bacteria, soil bacteria.
Interesting.
So they're doing like a bunch of like crazy different bacteria, but this one that I use it's like a pest and mildew prevention. But I don't know, I've always had to buy separate shit for pests and a separate shit for mildew, but like this is like all in one.
Okay.
It's actually technically organic. Well, technically not organic because the bacteria is still like man-made, you know. But it's still a bacteria that they grew themselves. It's like they made their own bacteria. So it's still
Okay.
like organic, but by the hands of man.
That's fair.
If that makes sense.
Well, I mean, organic just means carbon-based. So as long as it's a carbon-based life form, which all life, I believe, is carbon-based,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all organic means.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking, I don't know, living bacteria cells. So.
That's fair. I mean, like, we're organic, and think of all the chemicals and shit we put in our bodies. Like, I don't know. And we're even fucking. I don't know if we've actually cloned a person yet, but I'm sure it's coming. We'll be creating our own people soon.
Our own
Clone pigs, quite a bit.
Oh yeah, and that's carbon. Maybe we don't fucking. Maybe that's the thing. Is maybe because they're cloned, because they are man-made, they're not right in the eyes of God.
And that's why they all die of cancer.
Yeah. Shit.
God damn it.
So yeah,
I
so
think it's
your weed is no
probably
longer in
just,
the eye,
a
right in the eyes of
problem
God. I just want to say
with,
that.
Good. High selling point.
High selling point. Gotcha. Call it 666 bucks.
Uh-huh.
God, dude.
Fucking
See this?
the Church of Light.
Numb old snowcat.
Snowcat.
Yeah, see, that's unmelted this shit.
I don't actually see it.
The light?
Oh, now I see it.
Yeah, that's
I thought it was just the reflection of the light.
Oh.
But luckily, the solvent, like, because I used to use this for all trimming and shit, the solvent kills it.
Yeah, that's fair.
As long as it's not all over the fucking weed. Dude, it's nuts though, because that shit. I've always had mildew problems. Like, it's just a never-ending battle. I have to stay on top of it. It's so hard.
So wait, do you run the buds or you run the trim?
I run the trim.
Trim and then sell the buds?
I mean, I use a lot. I'm pretty, like, I throw a lot of bud in the trim. I like cookie bud just because.
That's fair.
Honestly, what I try to do is I don't know. I have a couple of guys that want specific.
You need to get back to work, so you better. Well,
Yeah, damn it.
No, I just have guys that kind of want like specific things, like they want so much hash, they want so much bud. So I kind of like have to like, okay, that should be enough. That's it. I'm kind of trying to weigh it as I go, you know. Because it's wild as this when you dry weed, you lose about 80% of your weight. Right? So whatever is wet, you know, you only get about 20% of that. Sometimes 25, depends on the bud structure.
that just makes sense though too. Water weight.
A lot of water right here.
That's a long time.
It's like tomatoes. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's why you can get such big tomatoes, because it's all water weight. There are such big tomatoes in hydroponics, just because there's so much more water for them to absorb. That's something we almost bought. Well, I don't know. My dad's always just looked into different things over the years. But there was this guy who he was shipping it to like Australia. They were like world prize fucking heirloom tomatoes out of fucking out by Drew Swan, out in Desert Village there.
Yeah.
I believe the greenhouses are still there. He had like 4 or 5 of them, all hydroponic, like super automated, like a really high class fucking operation out there. But it was all because they were so big and so I don't know. It was a hydroponic Colorado tomato. He sold them for a lot of money across the world, and it was just more than my parents wanted to take on. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he? That's interesting. That was it just surely? Are people like surely after the size of the tomato,
I mean,
or is it the flavor? Like,
so that's the thing though. Is we believe that once you start growing hydroponically, you start losing flavor because it's just water.
I don't know. That's
That's what I
a
was
thing
thinking.
with weed too. Is like because when you grow organic weed, you have a higher Brinks count in your soil because organic soil. Basically, that's just sugars that your bacteria can take up and then your plant can use. So technically, there's more sugars in your weed, like than would compared to hydroponic grow, where you have no bacteria and no way to pretty much put sugars to it.
That's fair.
But you kind of smoke this shit, so you're really only tasting turfs, so it's not like tomatoes or your weed.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, like hydro, like for cannabis makes more sense, I think, anyways, if you're doing because like with cannabis you just want yield,
Right, and you're still gonna get THC. The THC content's not gonna change.
Yeah. And like people argue like you get a better flavor and shit out of organic weed than like I don't know, like I've had hydro weed and I've had like organic weed. Like you'd have to be fucking really into your shit and really know how side by side actually tell the difference.
Yeah.
And it's very noticeable. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, that's why when we put up our greenhouse, we were considering hydroponics too. But I think it was a very brief thought of like, my dad was like, should we? No.
it's a lot more work, but I mean the yield, a lot more work, but dude, your yield will.
Well, and you can fucking start getting more per tomato too at that point. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, but that was definitely not the market we were going for. My dad liked farmers market. He liked people. I don't know. We weren't trying to go to me. We almost bought,
It get expensive as fuck because then you gotta do nutrients and
yeah, you have to have that shit tracked down.
and the other thing too is fucking I don't know, tomatoes and cannabis pretty much the fucking same thing. So, but you have basically reservoirs are running like PWC buckets and shit, and it's so easy to get like root rot or any sort of like pathogen,
And then it just
and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like if you don't resolve the issue within a handful of hours, you're fucked. Whereas with organics or whatever, it's like it sucks because you won't see those issues until maybe 5 days along, but like it's not detrimental.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, my dad is just a put the seed in the ground, turn on the water kind of guy. I mean, he takes care of the plants. He goes out there and prunes and shit, but yeah.
It depends what you're after, dude. Like if he's good with like what he's yielding, and if he's I don't know, is he still selling it? He's still doing part of it?
No, he still has.
Oh, he's just doing it for himself. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah, he's doing a small part of the garden. I don't know if you saw on the video, but basically that shop he put up, he's just doing the section behind that. He actually planted silo, millet, something on the sides, some sort of hay, grain, and then he recently put up a fence and he turned that back out in the pasture, kind of. So he's doing a pretty small garden now. But he'll always do a garden.
So I was like, I don't know if that was always there, that fence line. He has made a pretty close fence line in there.
Where
I think it was if you're looking out the front door off to the left, was that fence line always there?
yeah, that was always there.
It was. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, shoot. Most of those fence lines have been there. The only thing that was new is behind the house. Like I was saying, he put up a new fence there. But yeah, the rest of the fence is. It used to be moved. It used to be closer actually.
Oh, so okay.
But that was 15 years ago. That's something my grandpa always bitched about because he has 3 sections of garden back there, right? So even where the orchard and stuff is now, all of that still was pastured up to the little barn. And then basically just a small little circle around the house. And then we made one section of garden one year. And then we moved the fence out the next year, made another section of garden. And 2-3 years later, moved another section of it out, made that bigger. And then the fence that goes up to the house, we moved that out a little bit so he can make the drive go around the house. But that's something that before my grandpa died, they would always just give him shit of well, we're moving the fence back in. And he's like, God damn it, I moved that fence 6 fucking times and we're moving it back in? Yeah, we moved that fence a lot, but that's been a while. That's the other thing that honestly was crazy. Just being out there and looking at everything, especially the new improvements they've made. I don't know. Everything that my dad has done out there, he's done with his bare fucking hands. Every piece of landscaping, the amount of trees we planted, the wires that are ran to do speakers and lights, and we've got trees in both directions all the way down the property with hoses and connections and fittings, and then the basement. He did every fucking thing. The only thing he didn't do is that new shop. He paid somebody else to put that up. But the old...
Really? Well, I mean, he's probably just because he's too old or what.
Well, yeah, but it was pretty easy to just have somebody pour the concrete, and then
Well, I figured
he bought
somebody poured the
a
concrete,
used
but-
shop, so just, I don't know, he just took some...
I know, because those are pretty easy to build. I just figured he would have built that considering all the other shit,
Nah, I think it's just easier for him, because he would have had to have rented some equipment, and he's
Well,
really...
he would have have somebody else help him.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
But-
Well, which Chase did on the inside, he built out, on the back half, the bottom is a workshop with a fridge and a bathroom and stuff. And then there's stairs, and he divided it in half, and the top is storage, So Chase helped him build that stuff out, because he couldn't do that by himself anymore, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, the amount of I don't know. Even that lean-to, he built that with one of his buddies.
The what?
The barn, the shed out there, that like big one.
What'd you call it?
A lean-to.
No, never heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what most structures. I mean, it's a specific structure, but yeah, you just build the backside, the top. They used to lean against building. That's why it's called a lean-to. But yeah, he built that all by him fucking self. They got a new chicken coop out there, which I think he just bought one of the sheds that they have like in the Home Depot, which is what we did before too. But we put that one together. I think he just bought one from somewhere pre-built, set it out there, and cut holes in it and built new fence and stuff. Wow, that man is fucking insane. And he's like, yeah, we still got a few things to do. And I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to do? He is paying somebody else to put up a hay shed. Because Chris is tired of him fucking trying to climb up. I think I was telling you. Trying to climb up on top of the hay to cover it up.
Yeah.
So he's paying somebody to put up a hay shed too.
Farmers, dude. Like, fucking, I don't know, I used to do a lot of work for farmers and they were all like that too. Just fucking, they were gonna work right into their grave.
Literally.
But impressive, like, holy shit. And he's one 85-year-old guy, fucking still ran around doing work and shit.
Well, shit, my dad has a fucking full-time job on top of all that shit too.
Yeah.
And he worked at Home Depot for years. On top of that, and we did farmers market for fucking years. Like, god damn it.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you call me?
Little white nigger.
Need a shot, Zane.
A shot? I can load you up a shot.
Yeah?
Don't you have any fucking everything?
There's so much.
Go look up in the counter cabinet. There might be some over there.
Is there?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Where it usually is?
I think we have.
Well, I think I bought like a bottle for but I don't know.
I was like, what?
No.
Fox Luke.
No. What? No, ever quit.
What? No.
It's alright. I've been doing
I got some fucking hand sanitizer.
Ooh.
I finished half of one bottle of vodka and I'm almost through the second bottle. They were both already open. There's a little bit off, but
What size?
What, like a day?
750. I got there Sunday night. So yeah, by last night I had gone about a bottle of vodka in 24 hours with 4 hours of sleep. So I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't just sit down and chug the bottle. I definitely spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's not what I did.
I was feeling it last night though, and a couple of beers in there.
Fucking goddamn Becca always tries to kill me when I
Everyone.
drink.
Really?
I get a whiskey sour and I watched her pour it on Saturday. Fucking tall glass, filled it like 3/4 of the way full with whiskey, and then just a little spritz of sour mix.
Ooh. Oh, I mean,
that is definitely a whiskey sour.
it's a whiskey. Sorry.
Whiskey with a little.
Yeah, can I just get my whiskey a little sour?
Yeah.
Not whiskey and sour.
I can still ask for a top shelf shit too, like I was when I was there before.
Really?
This is great.
I didn't know St. Louis had a bar. I've never been into
They
it.
have a really nice bar actually.
Huh. Need to try it out sometime. Come on, when Zane's working
No,
so
we're a
late,
fucking
he has to do
hamburger.
something. Why?
Because they're nasty.
Yeah. It's mostly like an
But also don't order a pizza.
Uh,
I don't make it. No.
I love it. I tried doing just a margarita pizza. I bought like a pre-made dough that you just roll out. You put fucking olive oil, garlic,
Dude, it gets pesto
mozzarella.
sauce.
But I did the mozzarella, basil, tomato, olive oil, and I don't know. There's just something wrong with the dough. It did not come out right. It came out really rubbery.
Yeah. Some of those really
I was disappointed. Wasted all that fucking good fucking mozzarella.
You gotta make yourself a fucking Cobra Creation, dude.
A what?
The Cobra Creation, get a Red Baron, and then you get some Hidden Valley Ranch, and some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue, and a bag of Doritos. And you swirl that shit on there, and crush Doritos over the top of it.
Cook that bitch.
So,
Doesn't sound terrible. Doesn't sound good.
I've taken.
I would try it.
you have to burn it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cooks it at 420 for how long?
Barbecue sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, it's
No, it was the
hilarious.
Asian Zing. Buffalo Wild Wings just put that on a Red Baron pizza.
Dude,
Fucking cooked that, made 2 of them, and made like a sandwich. So fucking good.
Dude, I made a fucking Red Baron last night because I ran by Walmart and it was like fucking almost right before they were like gonna close. And
Walmart? That's so cool.
Yeah, right. But I got a Red Baron pizza, dude. It fucked me up, dude. I was sitting on the shitter for like an hour, dude, like in pain.
That's just sad.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know what the fuck. Like just that amount of like cheese, honestly.
I don't know if I haven't had a Red Baron pizza in a very long time.
I mean, it was alright.
Or more when I was a kid.
Like, honestly, I like the California kitchen ones, but I don't like the I only like the pepperoni.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really don't like prison pizza unless it's like I'll eat a Totino's, of course.
Right.
Like,
I still kind of struggle with it. I got sick so many times off of those.
The Totino's?
eating them too much.
But no, fucking, they had a recall on them.
Oh,
Like,
no
like
way.
in middle school.
No
The
way.
pepperoni is fucking tainted with E. coli. And I would always fucking have one on like Saturday
Yeah.
or Sundays. And then fucking Tuesday would come around and I'd be sick as fuck. And that's what it was. Because every week I would be sick on Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah, I was just getting food poisoning over and over and over again. So yeah, I never really ate Totino's after that.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Same with like brats. I never eat brats for the longest time. Just went to have it boiled. The first time you just threw them on the grill. And I got sick as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a good 10 years before I had them.
Damn.
Gosh, it's so good too.
Dude, I found out what non-alcohol beers are good for. Cooking the brats in. So you're not wasting a real beer.
No, good point.
I guess that's fair.
It's like non-alcoholic Bush tastes exactly the same.
Does it really?
The
I guess that's fair.
fucking exactly.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, my friend actually bought a case of non-alcoholic. So there's still 2 left after like 8 months.
Yeah, what's the point of drinking it?
Pretty much.
I don't drink beer. I don't drink those beers for the flavor, you know.
Right. I only drank it when I was not drinking at all.
That's fair.
And even then, it wasn't worth it.
And I'll drink. I mean, I like an IPA. I like stout. But I don't know. I've had Cody and Brian couldn't drink for a while there, so we had a lot of NA beers in a row. So I drank it. I don't know. I've had one once in a while. And it's just like there's absolutely nothing. It's like I mean, fuck it, I'll drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just like I don't know. I need some Kool-Aid and some lemonade. I need something. Fuck it, and they do. Let's go. But I think we still have one sitting in the fridge.
Donkeys in the Shack is still on?
Like he's in Shaq. That's some music or something.
Listen to music.
That's what I believe. But
What are these guys doing?
Bags.
Hey, somebody was watching it. It's like Andy from The Office. And look, there's 38 views, refresh. 39 views, refresh. 40 views? That doesn't actually work that way, does it? You have to like watch the whole video. That'd be an easy way to spam some fucking views.
Ready to go home. This is mommy again. Over all these fucking bugs. Let's get high. The house
They just get high at what?
make the house stink.
Make the house. JJ and Gucci's hook up with.
Yeah, the same night that JJ got fucking molested by Andy Dickerson, or Dick Andy.
A-Dig.
A Dick.
A dick.
He also fucked Gucci's.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why that's so cool.
Yeah, I did say.
Gucci's
He just wanted to blame somebody else. What?
Yeah, he was
I
ashamed.
didn't get paid.
There you get
I
paid.
got raped. but I
Yeah,
didn't get
yeah,
paid.
Gucci's just fucking pegged the shit out of him.
God
Yeah, start that story in chat, dude.
I know, that's actually a good one.
Is she somebody's girlfriend or is she just there?
The whore.
She's a groupie of Ivy too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's the fuck slut. The comeback.
Pretty much. Like, it's funny because there's this meme and it's literally showing you every single streamer she's fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dear
I
God.
bet it's a fucking.
It's a pretty good fucking collage of pictures.
God damn it. The wall of shame.
Some fucking what, Jap shit? I'm driving on. We're driving on a long night. I rarely listen to this shit.
She's such a
I like fucking Japanese, like Chinese, like music and like, well, jazz and
I was gonna say, I only like their classic music.
like, yeah. Well, I don't know, they're classic.
I don't mean to be reductive of a culture or anything, but
But no, I never really could get into like Eastern European music, honestly. Like
Extreme
Russian.
European?
Yeah, Eastern. Like, kind of
Oh, Eastern, yeah. Yeah.
like Turkish music, shit like that. Which is,
I guess that's fair. I don't even know exactly what Turkish ring is a little bit of a bell. I wonder what Russian music actually sounds like classic. I feel like it's one thing I haven't heard.
I would show me some Russian shit. I mean, that's alright, but.
I mean, I'm thinking of the old songs that sound like fucking like the Nazi songs. Dun, dun, like super patriotic, you know. Like,
Well, yeah, that's kind of more of the shit I'm kind of referring to. But he's also showing me some like, you know, progressive shit, like progressive like pop music.
oh, that's fair.
From like Russia, you know, at the time. It sounds like synth pop from the United States. It's like,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that shit. You like K-pop? You like K-pop?
Like K-pop?
Yeah.
I don't like K-pop.
You love K-pop, bitch.
I like bangers. As far as pop goes.
Yeah.
Only bangers.
Just talking about Uptown Funk.
No.
Now that's a banger. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Say what?
Me and Zane were having a conversation one time, like, what fucking dumbass song are we gonna hear for the rest of our lives? Kind of like a
That song.
yeah, I thought that was a perfect song.
Yeah.
But
I like that song.
but like Freeze Frame, you know that song Freeze Frame from back in the 80s? You know that song?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck do you still do that shit? Like, it's a horrible song. Like,
No. Why didn't we hear
Rick
Great
Astley.
song, you just salty.
that one song by Queen? Terrible.
Which one?
Bohemian Rhapsody
Yeah,
is actually a really good song.
Oh, that is a fantastic song.
It's just fucking way overplayed, that's all.
Yeah. It is a crescendo of Queen's talents. Somebody else could have done it better, but I think that's pinnacle Queen for
Yeah,
sure.
I think so too. I think it's a great whole thing. It's just been so overplayed. Like, that's kind of
Well, it's so like I don't know, yeah, like for a rock opera, like from a band like Queen, it's just I don't want to say that. Very well put together. Like they were an interesting band of people.
that's because he's just out there running around being a fucking mega faggot.
Gotta suck dick and do cocaine to fucking make it.
Hell yeah.
He did it. He told the world. I was reading something that was like, it was the 70s. The coke was still good. You'd fuck a radiator and bring it flowers in the morning.
Like, you what?
You'd fuck a radiator and bring it flowers in the morning.
That's actually a big compliment. That's funny.
That sounds like some good shit.
No, I want.
Oh.
I'm going to quit. These are not working conditions are too tough.
Don't worry, that's why I'm recording the whole thing.
Thank you. Yes.
I mean, content.
We're gonna go straight to JG Wentworth. And we're gonna get ourselves a long.
J.G. Wentworth.
There's this meme. It's just during the Village Street shows, and it's just Frank Gaysar's the strong arm got me Billy String Red Rock City. God damn it.
That
That shit was actually crazy. The craziest I've ever seen resale.
driving on a warm night.
Can you tell?
What?
Like, can you tell?
Fair. That is fair.
Driving into quite something.
Next to it. You're retarded?
I know that. So are they who originated Matt Rock as a Japanese?
I don't know.
Sounds like a joke.
I can see it.
Because I don't know, that was very Matt Rock.
Oh, this is Matt Rock though.
Oh, Japanese.
But I like Japanese math rock because it's usually all straight instrumentals and just fucking nuts.
These look terrible, Jake. You're not even doing it right.
You know, right? I mean,
It's funny
it's
when
okay.
it's funny when he doesn't even, he's not even, like, doesn't even get paid.
Pretty much. That's why I did him all shitty.
There you go.
So he has to go back through. You only get speed with me, not quality.
What speed?
Like, I'm on speed. I was waiting. I'm glad someone asked.
What kind of dog is she? Sort of mud?
I don't know.
They, I think,
Red blood.
literally, yeah, they did find a dog on the side of the road. The mom dog, one of my mom's students, found a pregnant dog on the side of the road and took it home and then had puppies.
Yeah.
Gave the puppies away for free. It's like she's blind and
Yeah,
whatnot.
so she's blind.
But she is blind?
I don't know.
Oh, I was like, I'm pretty sure they're just different colors. We had a husky with two different colors. That's not uncommon for dogs. It's not common for a lot of animals.
Fucking, there's just the guy at 7-Eleven used to have a blue eye and brown. Pretty sick, actually.
The guy at 7-Eleven?
The guy at 7-Eleven.
Looks
Yeah.
good.
Fucking. Yeah.
A juggalo.
I can't remember his fucking name.
I never got a name.
He's so mean shit too.
Nipple cider? Oh yeah. Cannibalism. Okay. Stroking around the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I like to do with the cherry blossoms.
Watch all the people walking by. Stroke.
I don't know. I missed half that, so this could be way off. But are you talking about jerking off?
What? No. What? Gross.
The fuck?
In public?
I was just gonna say because like that's a good little fucking troll there, dude. Like we need to go see the cherry blossoms, but there's this guy jerking off right next to him.
Yeah, he's always there.
It kind of ruins the whole thing. But the cherry blossoms, dude. It's a
Put up like a cutout or like a mannequin of some guy leaning against the tree, like his pants just below his ass, just like
it's off into the shadows a little bit.
just fucking record it and wait see how long it takes somebody to go up and be like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? That'd be a good one. I don't know.
I wonder if you can still get trouble for. Well, no, because
I was gonna say like a decent exposure or something.
there's no dick out right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as there's no dicks, it's just suggestion. But then again, it is also fucking Japan.
It is what?
It is in Japan if you're going with the cherry blossom, so they might just throw you out to jail.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
The second cherry blossom.
You already promised one time you're not gonna do it again.
Yeah, and then you commit suicide in prison that night.
That damn jazz.
What's up?
Y'all started it. Attack. She's a bitch though, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like not to people or anything, but like other like she doesn't like another dog. Oh, she's a bitch.
Really? It's a good thing she likes Otto.
She's been honest and she's a puppy, so
Yeah.
she's forced to.
So yeah, she seems so timid. She's so scared.
She's I don't know why she's so timid right now. I honestly think she's kind of getting like she's ready to go back to my parents' house. Like we've had her since Saturday, so
Oh, you've had her since Saturday.
yeah. And then like I think all this too, because like this is very strong. You know, it's not
That's fair.
like because she keeps coming over here once a month, and that's usually that's what dogs do when they go to somebody or wherever they feel shit.
You gotta let him know. Say less about it a little bit.
You gotta let him what?
You gotta let him know.
You let them bark for a little bit, just to make sure everyone knows that I'm not a big dogs. I mean,
That's hilarious. That's actually funny.
you got a fucking shack full of triggers with next to you.
I was thinking about that one time. I was like, he has a big fucking dog. Like,
A real mean bark too.
he's a pussy, but I mean, I'm sure he would fuck somebody up if he had to. But
Oh yeah, he just
Yeah.
Like I don't know, he literally probably comes to his house.
But it's the intimidation factor. Don't have to know that.
Now I do know that if somebody went after me or Zane, he would fucking be right there.
That's fair.
Because Zane is awesome or something. I forgot to say. But fucking there's this road. Zane, what'd you say was in between Otto defending you from the road?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I missed you hard.
Yeah, it was something, but like
ready,
Yeah.
protecting.
And I was like, Otto, let me get hurt. I can scam the system easier than you.
Fucking raking bite.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, I do want rabies.
At least rabies. Some herpes, some fucking... Probably that bird flu's going on right now.
They got some new bird flus going around right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that. What the fuck?
Pandemic number 2.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's just over COVID, doesn't give a fuck, so they had to make up something new. Or re-release an old bacteria. Again, you know. Oh,
It's just their way to raise chicken prices again.
shit. Yeah,
Chicken
Jesus
shortage.
Christ.
I know.
It's all the chicken farm.
Literally as American, like, I don't know, we opened 3 chicken restaurants in the middle of the pandemic. We ordered 10th Street, Sexy Sammy's in Johnstown. Like, chicken shortage, like, my ass. It was just an excuse to charge more money. They found a way to make more chicken. Because there's so many chicken places that have opened up.
Most chickens that are fucking like slaughtered for food, they're like 6 weeks old. Like,
Or they cut it with turkey.
Yeah.
That's
a
fair.
massive thing with fast food restaurants is a lot of the chicken is just cut with turkey.
I don't think that's terrible. I'd rather be chicken.
Yeah.
yeah, like, and actually that's probably better for you, honestly.
No, turkey. Yeah, turkey's really good for you. It's really lean, dude.
I'm not a huge turkey fan. Like, I don't know, like I love turkey, like a good cooked turkey, but like when it comes to, like turkey sandwiches and stuff, like I'd rather get ham or roast beef or something.
I pick turkey over ham.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like ham at all.
Whoa.
I like leaner meats though, like it just in general.
So I love buffalo.
Buffalo's good as fuck. Buffalo's good. I've only had buffalo like, well, when Lou's actually did fucking buffalo burgers. Those are pretty good.
When we lose.
That was it. What's that fucking town? That Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lou's buffalo stop.
Like the gas station there in town,
Yeah.
and the restaurant.
That's little cafe. It's really fucking decent food, honestly. Like for being a shithole little cafe out in the middle of nowhere, that's decent, I think. Compared to all the little other shit you live in.
Have you been to that one up on New Raymer? That one's actually pretty good. That one's like, it's pretty
Dewey's.
home style. Like,
Which one's Dewey's or what?
no, not Dewey's, that's Stoneham. The Prairie, not the Prairie Cafe. The one that's always open.
The one that like across by the. Wait, you said what town? Stop?
New Raymer. So like after Dewey's.
Yeah.
It's on the left side of the road there. The sign
That's
always
still
says
open.
open.
That's
Yeah?
still-
What?
That's it, because if you're coming from Fort Collins, Sterling, it's on the left side of the road. So.
If you're coming from Fort Collins to Sterling, it's on the right.
Oh, it's on the right.
Right as you pull through town there.
Oh, in town.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
well, it's right on the highway. It's
Oh.
on Highway 14. Dewey's is off the highway.
Okay.
Dewey's
yeah,
is in.
I've been to Dewey's, yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know.
I think it's called like Prairie Station or something. There's that old Prairie Cafe, that white one. That's been closed forever.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's been closed for a while. This one's farther down the road, past Prairie School. Like it's in New Raymer, right on the left-hand side of the highway. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
no, I've never been
I don't know. Went and got like scrambled eggs and stuff, and like it didn't taste overly processed, or like it tasted like they cracked open an egg and like
there. Yeah.
very.
I'd imagine fucking there. It's probably cheaper to get. I bet they get their eggs right from a farmer. Like, it's
Honestly.
probably cheaper to put
Their
from
eggs.
fucking Gary from down the street than drive all the way to Walmart.
Right.
Like,
Honestly.
considering most farmers have so many eggs that they'll give away. You know?
Yeah.
Literally. My parents have so many eggs. Chris sells, I think they're $2 a dozen. She sells them to everybody.
$2 a dozen.
But I don't know, and that's only because she actually keeps up with it. My dad used to just bring people like, I don't know, like what do you call it? An old ice cream bucket, like a gallon ice cream bucket, like half full of eggs that are just shitty and dirty and just like, we got eggs, you want them?
Actually, shit.
Like, yeah. Well, they hold longer if you don't clean them. So yeah, you want to clean them off before, I don't know. He usually keeps them in the bucket. Nowadays, now they have a system down that Chris actually does. They put them out there in buckets. As soon as she's ready to clean them, she goes washes a bunch puts them in the cartons, like gets them ready, puts them in a box, and then she takes them to town. All of her friends and stuff.
She did the colored egg. She had like the ones that lay the colored eggs.
Green, blue,
Or something.
brown. Sometimes they're pink.
Yeah. Interesting.
They're all different sizes. We had a big one and a little one.
Yeah, I saw
We had
this
goose
soup.
eggs for a while. We still have one
Those
goose.
taste
Or duck.
different?
Excuse me, duck. A little, but not.
What about goose?
I've never had an actual goose. We had ducks. But-
I've had a goose egg before, but honestly,
There's not much of a difference. There was a slightly more flavored the duck egg, but it still just tasted like an egg. It was just like, that's an egg. I don't know. There was definitely a slight difference. It was a little bit better.
Yeah, I
But-
thought they were a little bit richer.
yeah, it's always crazy when I was getting the farm eggs. Fucking how yellow the yolk is. Like, I don't know. It's just, I think what it is there's obviously more nutrients in the yolk. Like,
That's fair.
yeah, but like, I don't know. Just compared to, some like factory fucking farm had chickens, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that you could tell that it's just like, I don't know, healthier. I don't know.
That's fair.
They're a lot smaller eggs, but they weren't genetically modified chickens though either.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that fucking, the guy that made Super Size Me? He made one about chicken.
Yep, I did see that.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
That was interesting for sure. That was eye-opening a little bit. I don't know.
Goddamn fucking chickens give themselves up. They're like so fat, dude. But genetically modified.
I don't know. It's almost like thinking about how we process beef. Like, that is a disgusting, smelly, dirty fucking, like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's gonna take a while, but I truly do believe there'll be a point with science and shit that we are like just growing meat that's like indistinguishable between cow meat and other meat.
You think so?
Yeah, I just think society's gonna really take that hard.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's what's gonna be hard.
I've always tried, because I like vegetables, and so I've always been down to try black bean burgers and like the veggie wings we had at Wing Shack. I would get them every once in a while just for something different,
Yeah.
Burger King had a decent veggie burger. What?
What they just cauliflower?
At Wing Shack?
Yeah.
Nah, it's a soy. We were also looking in for Sexy Sammy's. We sampled 50 different fucking meat substitutes. That's dramatic. It was probably 10 or 11. But then we went to a food show at Mile High, and there was a meat, I think it was Impossible, or it was one of them. And I was like, I've never actually tried the burger, so I grabbed it, and I was down for it. It was a little cold, so I wonder if it had been warm.
Yeah.
But I took a bite and literally spit it in the trash. Like, I was in the middle of the public at a very professional event, and I was like,
Nah.
I had to go. I was like, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I've heard that shit's not good. But I don't know. I think there'll be a point where, because fucking A, we're growing fucking meat over shit, It's like,
Yeah. If they could get the flavor down.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, fucking A. It's still a cow, even though it's not a cow. If you grow the beef and say all that shit on,
That's fair.
it's still a cow,
Yeah.
It's just not, raise it, environmental, repercussions of it. But I think that's gonna go long,
I think I'd always try it. Yeah, society might not, but
Oh, dude, yeah, I don't know. I've talked
especially
about this.
places like this that would be like,
Cow
one, they would
country.
never eat it, and two, like,
Oh, dude.
chuck my dad. Like, they're not gonna. You guys were here. My dad was telling me about the day that Governor Polis was like, all right, this is like our official meatless Monday, like that one day where he was like, don't eat meat.
Oh, and everyone were totally against it.
And everybody in Logan County literally had a couple thousand person party where they cooked hamburgers and handed them out for free to everybody. My dad was a volunteer. It was at the livestock, the auction, the sale barn. Yeah, they had a huge fucking party. My dad said like thousand people were there, and they all just showed up to eat beef on the day that Governor Polis said, "Let's take this one day and not eat meat."
Classic.
Yeah, that's sterling
Which I don't even disagree with that. Like, I don't know. I like beef, and I'm not about to fuck it.
Oh, I love beef too, dude. Like,
But there's also nothing wrong with adding a little bit of extra veggies in our diet. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, like, I don't know. Eventually we have to work away into being more sustainable, just surely because there's a lot of fucking people around here.
yeah, for real though.
But,
I
yeah.
have to start doing a China to just not allow people to have kids.
Bro.
Honestly, I'm fucking for it, dude. Jesus Christ. Fucking, some of the people, just watching these live streams, some of the people that are fucking getting pregnant, it's like, we need to, like, birth control. You know, fuck it, if I need to take some, if I need to have a vasectomy or whatever, fuck it, I'm down. Because, like, you know, you don't need to have drug addicts like me and Gucci's having children, you know?
You know what? You're right.
I'm just saying, dude.
God damn it.
Like, come out all retarded. Addicted to fucking drugs. right out of the womb, dude. Yeah.
That's better than a crack baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always thought that too. Of like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Especially my like birth family. Like, they're not the best genetics there either. My dad's family. I don't know. His sister. She's got some kids, and those are some like fucking like they're like athletic. They're smart. Like super social. Like really, really like just. If they were a millionaire, like they would be like top-notch people, you know, like society runners. Like Logan is a high school teacher, but he like the way that he just like talks about his kids, like you know, he's like, man, this kid can do this. He was like 24, like I don't know, it's crazy. But yeah, even the rest of my dad's family, I don't know. My dad's brother married their second cousin, so they haven't reproduced, and luckily they're too old too. His other brother had a couple of kids that. I don't know. The one is my cousin Jeff, who we bought weed from and who had the head shop. He's been a drug addict. He does have a couple kids now. My other cousin,
Of course.
his brother is a firefighter, but his one daughter, I don't know. She's just really weird. And then the other one got knocked up at 16, and I think she's on drugs now too.
Of course.
Which is weird because my dad's family was always like humble. They didn't drink, didn't do any of that stuff. And then I don't know. Yeah, I've always thought that just like, well, one now that like Chris is fucking an option. I was gonna say, but like you know, like my family and like my genetics, I was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to. No, I think God's telling me not to have kids. But I'm also I will be the only surviving male Becker, and I'm the only male lineage in my actual birth family as well. So if I don't reproduce, I am effectively ending 2 dynasties, for the lack of any better word.
Yeah.
Even my dad was like,
That's everything.
he made me promise, well, he didn't promise, but he was like, that's one thing I want from you before I die. And I was like, God damn it. Like, I don't know if I can
I'm gay.
promise you that. I'm gay.
Well, it's 2021, man. You can be pregnant now.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. Nah, but I was like, I don't know, I never really thought about it, but I was like, God damn it, like, he doesn't have kids, you know, like, there would be no, like, there's a lot on my shoulders when it comes to that, but, I mean, I don't care, but it was just kind of a realization of, like, shit, there is not a man, like, Chris's kids, and, like, there's Alex, who's the oldest boy in our family, technically, and then Sid and Chase just had Cruz, but, like, do I want them to be the male? Because we are a family, and like the 6 of us kids we're gonna share everything when they die. Like that's pretty fucking clear. And I'm glad, like they're making that clear. And I'm glad they are.
Until they're dead and everybody starts fighting over everything.
Well, that's the thing is like my dad's parents divided everything up unreasonably. They gave my uncle 50% of that farm, and then they divided the other 50% up between the 3. But they've been having an issue because they each still have an equal vote. How do I want to say that? No, my dad and uncle can override my other uncle on the board. Like even though they have technically equivalent shares and he's majority shareholder, the way it was set up was that the other 3 can still have the veto power. But they've been using their veto power for purchases and business decisions for years. And my uncle has completely gone against it because he is the manager of the ranch and because he is the majority shareholder. So they literally, this a couple months ago, physically put a fence down the fucking middle, and it is literally two separate fucking entities. Like, and it sucks because I never foresaw that in my dad's family. Like, the nicest, sweetest, just bend over backwards to do anything for you people. Every fucking one of them. My uncle included. Like, I can't tell you how many people, like, I've just seen in public. Like, we go out to restaurants, we go to the gas station, and he's just so kind to everybody. But he's literally, like, turned his back. He told they went to clean out the shop and get their shit out of there, and he told them that if they came back, he was gonna fucking shoot them.
Holy shit.
I don't know what's going on with
Dude,
him.
I don't know. Death, dude, it's a weird thing.
But it's the other three that are like, they're still bound together. Like, they're still in business together. So.
My aunt did the same shit, dude. Because she was cool as fuck. Turned into a bitch right after, like, my grandma died. It's fucking wild.
It's just, I don't know. He's got his wife. This is the uncle that married his cousin, too. But she has kids from a previous marriage. Out in Colorado, and they're second cousins, and they were never going to reproduce. They got married way too old. So, I mean, I don't know. They are in love, and that's something that it's been a thing in our family. Nobody was happy about it. My grandma did not speak to this is her niece, and they didn't speak to each other for years. And they lived on the same property. My uncle ran the ranch, and my uncle took care of my grandma. My grandma refused to speak to her. It was kind of a big deal. But they were in love. My mom was the one. My fucking cunt of a mother was the one that finally said it one day at Christmas. Of like, if they're in love, let them be in love. Like, fuck it. Like, this country is fuck. It's backwards as fuck. But that's definitely who they are. But, so, yeah, I don't know. She's being manipulative as fuck, though. I think she saw this from the beginning as a way to fucking... Because there's not that much money there. Like, there's not a huge stake, but there is a living to be made if you work the land. You know what I mean? And so I think she saw that as, like, her ticket, and so she's trying to fucking, I don't know. They've just been spending money left and right, trying to buy all this new shit, but they're not actually working the land to make the money anymore. It's like you can spend $500,000 on a new tractor, but you have to actually go fucking, grow the shit. And like, you can't just let it sit there. It's a hard life, though. It is a lot of fucking work.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, even just operating costs. Like, the amount of money we have to pay for water just to grow the feed, just to feed the cows. Like, really not that much money in it. And now he fucked himself, too, because my dad and his fucking side... The half that they got has the inflow ditch from the reservoirs in the river, and so my uncle lost the water rights technically. He has the pump, he has the well, but he lost the right to water as much as he wants and own the water rights. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
For a well.
For the well, but he also got technically like the farmable property. My dad and uncle had to fucking build a new field to be able to fucking use the water.
So I kind of see